So in the last part of the tutorial, I stopped by showing how to finally explaining how to finally show the data from the collections here in my phone. Okay. Now what I want to now is enrich it, give it more data, more content, make it much more attractive. We want to add images. We want to add here a specific image to each product, one for the PS5, one for the Ferrari California. Now, what is the steps to follow? So to do that, we will have to start using the option storage here, okay? Because we will have to upload those images to our Firebase for later on be referenced from here. Okay, so the first step will be to go to storage, and in your case, not in mine, if you didn't use it before, you have to initialize it. So you have to press here on start using storage, okay? And then I think it will ask for some rules and you will accept the rules, okay? Just put next, so you can finally start using, and you have this screen here. Once you are in this screen here, you won't have this folder, but you'll be able to create a folder, okay, called images. Okay, you will create a folder called images. So this is only for my, so I have everything in an orderly fashion. Now we don't really have to do it, but for comprehension, I recommend everyone to make some kind of an order in the files here. Now I can tell you that the behavior of storage, Firebase storage, is it's the same behavior as any other file management system in your computer. You will have folders, subfolders. Okay, in images I created the folder profiles, but now I will create folder products. Okay, inside products I will upload, I think, let's see how I did in the profiles. No, I will create for example an avatar folder that it will specify the image related to the avatar to the showing element. Finally, here I will upload my images that I want to show for each product. Okay. Now let's remember we have a PS5 and Ferrari California. Let's go to Google Image. Okay. And here, and let's put PS5. I'm not sure if there is any kind of image of the PS5. Well, there is already an image of the PS5, very nice. Even though it's not real, let's put this one here. Okay, now if I download this one, okay, I will download it to downloads folder, and the next thing I will is Ferrari California. Okay, now Ferrari California, here we have one. Let's put this one here. Okay. So we have two images that are being stored in my download folder. I will go to my download folder here. I'm going to show you now. And I upload this one. For some reason it didn't download it. I think it's that one. Yeah. I will upload these two images. One is 1 mega, which is huge. Maybe I can find one which is smaller a bit. Yeah, that's smaller. Okay. So I will upload these two here. How will I do that? I'm just go back to storage, upload file, and in the download section, yeah, well, it's not ordered by name. So let's see how it's named, Tecnología. This one here, that's the first one I will upload. It's a huge name. Don't worry about it. It doesn't really matter because we don't really use that name in our app. And the Ferrari California, okay, Ferrari. That's the one. Okay. So now I have both images uploaded in my storage system, in my cloud. If I press on each one, I should be able to see a small representation of the image on the right. And the most important element that we have to always to have in mind is the file location option here. Okay. Now the file location gives us two options. One with the access token copy URL, the URL of that, and the other one with the storage location or a private storage location. There is two ways to download the images. If we're going to use the ad hoc Firebase functions to download, you can use a GS, this one here. There is a good thing and a bad thing about using this link. You can revoke the use of the access token, making this file completely private and not accessible from outside, using only this here. The problem is that you won't be able to use Picasso to download automatically the image. You will have to download the image using Firebase and then showing it in Picasso. That's a bit more complicated using this here. If we use this one here, you can copy it. You will see that that's the public URL. Okay, if we paste it here, we'll see the same image. That's a public URL. The public URL will be able to be used by you or by anyone who has the URL, so you can show it, they can see them. If you copy exactly you won't be able to copy this because it's a very long name. But if I would have like sent you this by mail, you will be able to see the image as well. Okay, that's the advantage of this, is that, well, it's public, you can use it in Picasso, it's much easier to program. The disadvantage is that it's vulnerable because it's a public image, everybody can see it. Okay, so if they get this URL. Okay then, so we will use this one, and what we'll do is to copy this URL. For example, this is the PS5, go to our database and add it to a new field that we're going to create called avatar of type string, because the only thing we're going to add is the URL, the link to the image. The same will happen to the Ferrari. Avatar, the only problem was, I didn't copy it. Let's go to storage. Let's go to the images, products, avatar, Ferrari, California. File location, let's copy this. And we go back to the database and we will have here the Ferrari, avatar, and this one here. So once I have a new field here, let's remember that I have to finally go back here. And if I want to be able to use it, we first always have to change our product class, because that's a template that will be an image, a mirror of each of the documents or each of the objects we have on the data collection. So here we have to add a var of type avatar, a var named avatar of type string, so we can have that data as well, because if we don't, that's the only way to download and get the data we want. Again, if we create an empty one, then it will have empty URL. Okay, and once I have this, I can go back, I can go to Miselda and finally access the data.avatar. Okay, so in theory, in that element, I will have the URL. Okay, now in the following part of the tutorial, I will explain how to use Picasso to show the image.